Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, your heart.
Hi, Gio.
How are you?
Good. It's
Yeah.
been so long.
I'm
It's
so
so
glad
nice
to
to
see
see
you.
you.
Yeah. Just
Thank
a-
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for your Christmas gift, but I forgot.
I never heard back from you.
Yeah, I forgot to send you my thank you card. I'm so sorry. 간단하게 한국어로 설명을 하자면 이 거텀 아난드 분은 저의 삼촌 분이신데요. 이분은 구글의 아시아 태평양 지역의 총괄을 맡고 계시는 분입니다. 저는 어렸을 때부터 알고 지내던 삼촌 뭐 그 정도 느낌이라 그냥 편하게 학교 숙제로 뭐 얘기하기 좋을 것 같아서 오늘 이렇게 만나게 됐고요. 여러분들도 뭐 그렇게 어렵게 생각하지는 않으셔도 될 것 같습니다. So shall we begin?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
For the first, 구글에서 근무하기 전에 이제 로펌 변호사로 활동을 했다고 하잖아요. 변호사 커리어부터 경영인까지 되게 이력이 특이한데 어떻게 업종을 바꾸게 된 건지 궁금해요.
When I started my legal career, this was in the late 90s, the web was just getting popular. And companies like Yahoo and Amazon and Naver here in Korea, it was an amazing time to be in San Francisco. See the growth of the web and companies trying to figure out how to use the web for business and for information. And there was just so much entrepreneurial activity. So it was a great experience, but it was also an exciting time. There was a lot of activity happening. You know, my heart is still more like an entrepreneur. And so being in that environment really led me to starting my own company after my law firm.
I think you're so cool. Yeah. 로펌에서 변호사로 활동할 때랑 지금 막상 해보니까 어떤 게 조금 더 적성에 맞는 것 같아?
So when I made the transition, my venture was in the video space. And it was helping media companies deploy video online. And that led to actually Google. And Google in the early days was trying to go beyond web search, things like Google Maps, Google Books, Google Video. This was before the acquisition of YouTube. And so my exposure to video, online video in the early days was perfect for me to then make a transition to Google and work on YouTube. You know, I think that for me, being an entrepreneur and building something from scratch has always been something that I've been very passionate about. And so it was an amazing opportunity.
그럼 원래부터 영상에 되게 관심이 많았다는 거네, 삼촌은?
Yeah, I mean, video has been something that I've always been so passionate about. It's such a powerful medium and it allows people to express their creativity in so many different ways. When Google acquired YouTube, it was like my dream came true and I was able to work on something that I was so passionate about.
변호사도 했고 경영인으로서도 했는데 내가 생각했을 때 삼촌이 가지고 있던 두 직업은 이렇게 불특정 다수에게 삼촌의 의견을 피력하는 것 같단 말이지. 나를 한번 설득시켜봐.
And I know that as a person, you love freedom. And freedom and fresh air. I think the mask really holds that back, right? And so I think you would feel so much more comfortable and be yourself.
Be myself.
Yeah, be yourself.
그렇게도 생각해볼 수 있겠네. 생각해볼게.
Maybe I wasn't that convincing.
아니, 삼촌의 말은 굉장히 설득력이 있었어. 하지만 조금 더 고민해봐야 될 것 같아.
I respect that.
아, thank you. 어렸을 때 삼촌 따라서 싱가포르 갔던 기억이 나. 그때 되게 재밌게 놀았었는데. Remember?
Yeah, you should come again.
삼촌이 좋아하는 K-pop 아티스트나 또는 먹방 크리에이터가 있다면 소개해줄 수 있어?
Everyone is crazy about New Jeans right now.
You like
And-
New Jeans?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we did a collaboration with them recently for their song Super Shy.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, but what was amazing to see was how so many people from all over the world were following up with their own dance shorts. And so not only is the song amazing, but to see the different versions of people doing it from all over the world, their fans, was really amazing to see. And that song is stuck in my head now. I can't get it out.
Oh.
We'll practice later together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
나도 유튜브 쪽에서 한번 챌린지를 진행한 적이 있었는데 여자아이들이라는 한국 그룹의 핑카 노래를 친구랑 한 적에 챌린지를 했었어. 그때 이제 이 챌린지를 하는 게 단순히 춤을 추는 행위뿐만 아니라 친구와 이렇게 교류도 할 수 있고 또 내 영상을 업로드하면서 많은 사람들과 소통을 할 수 있다는 게 정말 매력적으로 느껴지더라고. 그 친구도 뉴진스 슈퍼샤이를 정말 좋아하는데 한번 소개시켜주고 싶다.
Yeah, I would love that. You know, I mean, I think that this is the interesting thing about Gen Z and teens is that they're not just passively consuming content, but they want to participate
Yeah.
with their friends and be part of a trend or be part of what's important right now. And so it's great to see that you're having fun with her.
Thank you. 나는 특히 쇼츠라는 포맷을 만들어준 것에 대해 되게 감사하게 생각해. 한국에서는 쇼츠가 나온 지 2년 정도가 됐다고 알고 있는데 쇼츠의 등장으로 나 같은 10대 학생들이 조금 더 쉽고 빠르고 간편하게 나를 표현할 수 있게 된 것 같아서 쇼츠 포맷 I like it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And not only is it fun, but we also know that younger audiences really like this format.
Yeah.
And so we've done some surveys in Korea that 95% of Korean Gen Z are consuming shorts.
Wow, that's amazing.
And so like it when their favorite creators do multi-format. And so, 55% of them also said that they like their creators to experiment with both long form and short form and love to see multi-format content as well.
Yeah. Then quick question. Did you subscribe my channel?
Yeah.
Wow.
I read
Yeah.
your interview from middle of the year. You were hoping to get to 800,000 subscribers by the end of this year.
난 이제 목표가 바뀌었고 100만 구독자를 목표로 하고 있어.
I'm confident you'll get there soon. We'll start packing up the gold button for you.
Thank you. 삼촌도 힘들 때가 있을 거잖아. 그럴 때는 스트레스를 어떻게 푸는지 궁금해.
Like when you were visiting me in Singapore, I love to play tennis. It's been such a big part of my life, both as a player and as a coach. My boys are now 12 and 4, and both of them are playing tennis, and so I get on the tennis court and coach them as well. I mean, for me, those are important things, and it's and I think that it's the same thing for creators. It's really important for creators to think about things like mental health and burnout.
이번에는 내 개인적으로 삼촌한테 궁금한 건데 조금 어려울 수 있는 질문이기도 해. 자의식 과잉과 애정 결핍은 한 끗 차이라고 생각을 하는지, 이 두 가지가 다른 개념이라고 생각하는지 삼촌의 생각이 듣고 싶은데 내 얘기는 아니고.
So I think that the most important thing is to have self-belief, to be comfortable with who you are. I think it starts there, right? And so if you have that, then I think other people also see it and like you and admire you and respect you. But I think to me, it's more important that you're comfortable from within as opposed to seeking that validation from other people. And if you have that, then I think the rest of it all just comes together. Wasn't your motto something like be yourself?
Yeah, love yourself.
Love
That's my
yourself.
favorite sentence.
Yeah. So I think we both are very similar in that respect.
삼촌한테 배운 거지 뭐. 내 얘기는 아니었어. 내가 삼촌 MBTI를 한번 맞춰봐도 될까? ESFJ.
I'm actually INTJ.
What?
Yeah. And how about you? Maybe I can guess.
So,
ENTP.
wow.
Is that right?
티나? 오 마이 갓. 내가 이렇게 쉬운 사람이었나? 좀 테스트를 해보고 싶은 게 있는데 나랑 삼촌이 얼마나 다른 취향을 가지고 있는지 아니면 또 의외로 같은 취향인지 케미 테스트라는 거를 해보고 싶어.
Okay, that should be fun.
그럼 한번 시작해볼까? 자, 첫 번째 유튜브에서 메이크업 라이브 방송을 할 때 메이크업 해주기 vs 메이크업 받기. 1, 2, 3,
Get makeover.
야, wow, we're the same.
I think it would be, you let somebody express their creativity on you and how you could be different, right? Because sometimes we get used to doing things the same way.
그럼 지금 삼촌의 옷 스타일도 굉장히 멋지다고 생각하는데 혹시 다르게 도전해보고 싶은 스타일이라던가 있어?
Tell me, what else should I try?
일단 마스크를 껴보는 것도 좋을 것 같고
아.
턱을 좀 더 갸름하게 보여줄 거야. 이 다음은 약간 성격과 관련된 질문인데 들었을 때 더 기분 좋은 말 오직 네가 이 상황을 해결할 수 있어 vs 너의 응원이 없었다면 해낼 수 없었어. 1, 2, 3
Supporter.
Why?
You know, it's like I think you get such a sense of gratification when you actually empower others to be able to accomplish things. And so going back to being a coach and helping others succeed and excel. And so I think that's something that I really value. Yeah, it looks like we're kind of same but different.
약간 이해가 안 되는 건 응원한다고 문제 해결되는 건 아니잖아.
You know, I think there is a difference between being young, where, you know, I think that personal accomplishment and doing things yourself is really important. As you get older, then, you know, you have life experiences, then being able to help others with that, I think it becomes something that is more valuable as well.
I think you are T, but your answer is you're F.
So maybe you should be doing things a little differently, and I think that as you age, sometimes you focus on those and try to change a few things, right? You know, maybe you don't completely change, but you become more aware of those things and you work harder at areas that maybe, you know, potentially would be weaknesses. So maybe that's what you're seeing.
오케이. 마지막 질문인데요. 벌써 이제 삼촌이 시간이 없기 때문에 슬슬 마무리를 해야 될 것 같아. 유튜브 임원으로서 한국의 시청자들에게 한마디 해준다면?
First of all, you know, going back to gratitude and appreciation.
Yeah.
Thank you, right, for being there with us through this journey. I always say that without our creators, YouTube wouldn't be anything. And so, you know, creators are the heart and soul of the platform. So I want to say thank you to all of the amazing creators here, to our users who come to us every day for you know, everything from being entertained to being educated and learn about things that they are passionate about. We're going to continue to make sure that we have an amazing platform that serves that purpose. You know, our job is never done.
Yeah.
We're always trying to improve creator tools and at the same time the user experience. And so I'm, you know, committed to making YouTube even better over time. A huge thank you, and you know, it's amazing to see what's happened in the last 15 years, and I'm looking forward to what amazing creators like you do over the next 5.
바쁜 와중에도 이렇게 시간 내줘서 너무 고맙고 이렇게 간만에 말이 통하는 사람이랑 말하니까 너무 좋다. Yeah.
Thank you for having me, and hopefully your friends and classmates will find this fun, entertaining, but also learn something from it.
저랑 오랜만에 한국 왔으니까 지난번에 맛있게 먹었던 청담동에 브런치 먹으러 갈까?
Yeah, let's do brunch. What do people, teenagers like to eat these days?
오늘 속이 많이 자극적일 수 있을 텐데 괜찮겠어?
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
중요한 건 뭐랄까 그저 아름다운 샷들의 나열은 아닌 걸지도 결국 솔직하라는 거구나.